wasn't actually afraid of dragons. I was still struggling with the loss of a chakra. Now, my decisions meant the life or death of a kingdom. That's the true beast I needed to wrestle with. I didn't need to wear his crown to be a great king. My old hat, he just fine, and Daventry was ready for a new adventure.
Once, in a town just like the... all were welcome. Every morning, the king, in his finite wisdom, had also been casting wishes, for he desperately needed a plan. As wishes would have it, a wandering piper appeared at the castle gates. The piper offered to expel the rats from the kingdom if the town would overthrow their moronic liege. "Hear, hear," they cried out. "Our throne is but a seat for a hat rack. Rid us of these pests, and the throne is where you'll rest." The stranger pulled out a small flute and played a pleasing melody. The music summoned the rats out of hiding, and they danced on the head of the king. The king shrieked a high-pitched squeal, but the piper continued his song. The rats were led back to the wooded forest where they belonged. The piper returned to the castle to claim his reward, but his knock echoed throughout the halls, and no one let him in. He raised his pipe, and a new melody was played. He watched the drawbridge lower, and a mesmerized kingdom pranced to his side. With a few simple notes and a turn on the heel, the stranger led them from the castle to the deep, dark caverns below. The throne is now empty, and the well doesn't clang anymore.
Manny knew exactly what to write to incite the horde. He chose every word carefully, fully knowing how the goblins would react to his story. Oh, it was brilliant. They did all the dirty work, and he just sat back and watched. I thought I had bested him in the duel of wits, but the mind games were just beginning.
nightmares ever come true?
Of course, but real monsters are far easier to deal with than imaginary ones.
Ugh. Goblins ruin everything.
This hardest order.
Distress! Help us, King!
Enough! They're only stories. Can't you just enjoy them for what they are? You've missed the point entirely. Is this how you want your story to be remembered?
Oh.
Wait. How about a new story? Once upon a time, there lived, let me see what I got here. There lived a strong little goblin who loved adventures. Even in his young age, stories of the goblin's quests had spread around the land. Like the time he outsmarted a quizzical griffin. In fact, his adventures were so legendary, the goblins decided to make him king. But the goblin adventurer was out of his element and overwhelmed with the work it took to run a successful kingdom. His friends offered their heart. But it wasn't enough. He was afraid he would never live up to the king who came before. It got so bad that the goblin gave up. But when packing up his things to run away from the castle, the goblin found... He found... Wait a minute here. Let me try that again. His old adventurer cap. And the goblin realized that he wasn't just here to continue the previous legacy. He was here to create his own. One filled with... No, that can't be right. Wait a minute here. Let me try that again. No, that can't be right. Wait a minute here. No. No. Bravery. And the best group of friends you could ever ask for.
Grandpa's gotta hear about this.
Told you he'd save us.
No, I told you.
All right, Mr. Fancy Cakes, a river barachi.
And that's my...
You looked like you could use a friend.
I did it! I did it! Guards, I am ready for Decree 3214.6
Actually, I think it was Decree 1.21.
Aha! We knew you could do it!
You're out of the Alliance. I can't lose to you. How about another challenge? We only got to square off in a duel of wits. A well-rounded gentleman would win in a duel of strength as well.
Graham, take this!
Here's baby, huh? Here's these, baby.
Here.
Okay, one more challenge. How would you fare in a duel of speed?
No, Manny. It's over. Just as the battle isn't always claimed by the strong, and the race isn't always won by the swift, sometimes the intelligent falter. And I think now is my chance.
I had not been back there in years, but it was the last place left to look. It was not exactly as I remembered it, but it wasn't all that different either. two odd contraptions guarded the lost treasure. I would have to turn one and see what happened. And that's what... Even though the bed was very comfortable, this was no time to hide under the covers. As I was saying, this was no time to take a nap. All right. I took a brief rest before I decided to adventure on with that very important treasure.
Wait. Hold on, Grandpa. I don't remember this part of the story. Beds hanging from stalactites?
We'll get there, Gwendolyn. Don't worry. No detail in this story will be overlooked. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I treaded through the river of rumbling trundles, I feared I knew the source of that deafening wind. Nestled beneath a slumbering pile of teeth and claws was...
Fabled mirror.
Oh, so you remember this part of the story.
Well, dragons are my favorite.
Do you want to tell this part?
Yes. King Edward sent me, the greatest knight in all of Daventry, on a quest to return his stolen mirror. A gigantic, hulking beast of a dragon was the last thing in my way to... My way to add a shinier hat to my collection.
I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum. Guilty. I took a second nap.
So, the missing handle was booby-trapped? What did you do?
Well, I used my cleverness to outsmart the trap. Then I used my cleverness to hide. Luckily, that half-blinded beast never noticed me in bed.
A dragon's eye must be really hard to pierce with an arrow. At archery lessons, I can barely hit a hay bale.
It is indeed a feat only for skilled archers.
What did you use to fix the broken switch?
The dragon's chains were coiled around a gigantic switch mounted to the cave wall. This cave seemed to be filled with failed adventures. After he briefly basked in the sun, the narcoleptic dragon went back to snoring.
I probably sleep all day too, if Amira was my only friend.
After I was impaled by that spiky bed, I took a nap and decided the magic mirror could wait another evening before being rescued.
Grandpa!
After I was impaled... whoever designed this trap thought they were pretty clever, but I would probably find a way to hit that unreachable switch. The mirror called out to me. A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive. With the magic mirror safely in my possession, I dreamt of the Daventry I would be rewarded with, and the kingdom it could become. Split second, I had three choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences. My hands were shaking and my arms could barely grip the rope, but with the last of my strength, I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled in my beard.
Yeah. King Edward was so proud that you returned his lost treasure that he made you king. Everyone knows that part. Now, can we get back to that dragon?
Gwendolyn, there is so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim, sewn into the seams of many hidden adventures. All right, let's get back to the dragon.
Tell me everything. Like, why did you set the dragon free even though he was trying to eat you?
I set him free because, well, over the years I realized that the dragon was not the despicable, hideous beast Daventry had made him out to be. He was just a caged animal that was never shown any kindness. On that day, I forgave the dragon for his atrocious past.
You have such a bizarre way of making friends, Grandpa. I guess I do, too. I'm known as Gwendolyn the Popular back home, but only to my stuffed bunnies.
I've always found it best to pursue friends where I can, though they don't always feel the same about me.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolyn, it's way past your bedtime.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been, though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit.
Well, hello, cousin.
Guard!
I'm glad you're finally here. He's been asking about you for days. I had to sit through the same story 5 times.
We got here as fast as we could, and I like Grandpa's stories, especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes, the legendary beast that he set free. I don't know if he forgets I've heard that story before, or he doesn't care, but he loves telling it to anyone that will listen. I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling his same jokes in the hall.
Have you heard anything the doctors are saying?
Yes, doctors, wizards, magic elves. Grandfather is fine, Gwendolyn. They all say the same thing. He's just old. He still has a few good years left. Look, we're all excited that your family made the trip, but there's no need to worry. You should get some rest. I'm sure you're scheduled for a full morning of Grandfather's hilarious ramblings.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yes, the fencing tournament. You'll love it. I'm, of course, favored to win, and will make sure you have the very best seat to view my victory.
But
The courtyard will be filled with important people and delicious hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, I'm actually competing in the tournament.
I had no idea we were hosting a junior tournament. That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope, no junior tournament. I'll be squaring off against you.
I see. Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn. Sleep well.
I wish they would have made the episodes longer. That'd be a lot cooler. Plus, they make it the fencing. You could fence like a whole bunch of people there, and like rounds and stuff.
Come in, Gwendolyn. You can set those on the nightstand.
Grandma said to take 3
Why
spoonfuls of each.
I'll get to those. No need to fuss over me. Now, let's talk about far more important issues, like that fencing tournament. I hear you're competing.
Well, I signed up, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Nonsense. If it's Scott you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I only learned that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing. There are many ways to win a duel. I, for one, have always been fond of... treating my opponents with respect. You'll be surprised what opens up to you. A lovely fellow once told me the fastest way to anyone's heart is through their stomach. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story. One I know you haven't heard before.
What is
I was a
happening
much
to the screen
younger
right now?
lad before I was a knight, before I'd been to Daventry, and even before I had seen a dragon.
Cameraman
It's a
must have
tale about a
epilepsy.
tournament that changed my life. It is a long story, but I shall tell it briefly.
It's gonna be pretty interesting because like they actually had mocap,
Well, Triumph, this looks as good a place as any to camp for the night.
especially with the
Let's
game like
rest
this. You wouldn't
up.
expect it to
Big day tomorrow.
have mocap. Oh god.
After gracefully rappelling down the cliff, I welcomed the sight of an actual road, the first sign of civilization.
Go up here. See this. Has nothing to do with the story, but still.
Grandpa, you can't leave
I don't know
Triumph.
how in the world he
Don't
survived
worry,
that fall.
Triumph can fend for himself.
Then again,
We've
this is a
been through
game.
our share of sticky situations, but he always comes around when I need him most. Daventry was just a few miles to the east. I'd read all about its wonders in my travel books. I couldn't wait to check out its famous, fantastical floating island.
is really cool. Everything in the story connects. Like, even the weirdest things, like, what was it? The Bridge Jaws. Ooh, Chaka. Traitor!
Hey! Over here!
I could have sworn the Parade of Hopeful Knights was scheduled for the next day. I should have been with them, marching with triumph. It seemed my first few minutes in Daventry were off to a terrible start.
So, how did you catch up with them?
That odd horn seemed to be missing some sort of mouthpiece.
Hop, 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 hop. You gonna stay here for the whole time?
Strange
Make it
tracks
somebody's watching.
blazed a trail through the forest.
Still, you gotta try.
I wondered what those birds needed a toolbox for.
Great.
Shame. The only tool left seemed to be a small hatchet. And no, Gwendolyn, before you start asking me thousands of questions about that hatchet, I did not go around using it on everything.
There's just one thing called bad at storytelling. Here's one.
There was no reason to chop down that perfectly good tree. That wheel seemed freshly broken.
Stand back, you dirty thieves! Wah! Oh, it's just a boy. Don't know where he's from, but it must be hard to pronounce. You know, you should never sneak up on a guy in a dangerous place like... Oh! What's wrong with your foot? Probably stepped on a spiniferous thornweed. Don't worry, I got just the fix for that. Tell me, is it more of a... Ow! Or a... Oh! Either way, the Merchant of Miracles has got you covered. But it'll cost you. I've risked my neck to forge the most rare, miraculous, mysterious, and oftentimes delicious ingredients. Ah, here it is. I massage this into my skin twice a day, and just look at my little biscuits. Well, now that I've mulled it over, you'd better not. It might stunt your growth. Ooh, such exquisite material. Hey. I knew you weren't from around here. Well, you best get going. Nobody likes a late night. Oh, wait. You're stuck here with me. Every bridge in is out, and my shortcut had a few shortcomings. I swear that rock leaped straight out of the water. Now I'm stuck here with no wheel, a lost toolbox, and Mr. Fancy Cakes. Say, I'll bet a fine, strapping young man like you could help me fix up this wheel. Yup, you help me fix my chariot, and I'll give you a lift to the tournament. Hopefully no one else notices your horrible lack of punctuality. Oh, how rude. Do you have any questions for me?
Could you repeat that?
Try to keep up, son. Bridges out, failed shortcut, flying rock, wheel broke, be a strapping lad, get tools, fix wagon, get a lift to the tournament.
So.
That missing wheel had me stumped. I had to go out on a limb to get past the root of the problem.
Ugh. Grandpa, your infamous puns are not my favorite.
What's the matter? You don't like the timbre of my voice? You'll warm up to the puns.
These are terrible.
Very. Results may vary. So if you see these shaking bushes, there's an achievement for it. I don't know why, but still. Here it is.
I tried to chop down those thorn weeds, but my tiny hatchet was ineffective. I would need a bigger, sharper blade.
Oh yeah, they'll open later. No matter what, close this and you'll get an achievement. I mean, or trophy, whatever you're on.
Oh! The town square was eerily quiet. Was I the only person in Daventry not at the parade?
There's some powers. If you're gonna hear, there'll be a little thing. There'll also be a shield. This is open. I don't think it has anything.
I stumbled upon some
There's a
kind
pot.
of curiosity shop. Aha! Something big and round. Hopefully no one would mind if I borrowed this tabletop. Nothing seemed to be brewing yet.
And wolf.
Ah, a shortcut.
I imagine if like they made this into a movie, it would probably be like really good, maybe.
Here we go. No, I did not use the hatchet to skin that growling animal.
This is a rated E game after all.
Do I really have to hear the story about how you took forever to tiptoe across that fallen tree again?
Yes.
Oh, I guess not.
Find me a wheel, boy. Anything big and round should do the trick.
I thought this might do the trick.
What a clever choice! Such craftsmanship, and sturdy, too! Just hope you didn't pay too much. I'd hate for you to have spent all your money when you've only just arrived in town, right? You ready, Mr. Fancy Cakes? I know, darling, I know. Silly question. You were born ready. Oh, Wait, before my mind slips, I was able to procure an entrance ticket to the tournament. Since you so graciously found me a wheel, I am more than willing to sell it to you at a reasonably discounted rate. Are you interested?
No thanks.
Just
Not really
say no to
interested.
Are you sure? They'll charge you double at the tournament. They're not as trustworthy as I am.
The price still seems really high to me.
Okay, you're twisting my turban here. I didn't peg you for such a deal, Deliberator. Final offer, half off the previously discounted rate. Come on, treat yourself, boy.
That would be half. That would be 2 coins.
I'll see if I can find a better deal at the tournament.
I'll suit yourself, but don't say I never did anything for you. Now, let's Vamanusi from this Meadowland, Mr. Fancy Cakes. It is go time.
Oh.
Mr. Fancy Cakes!
Ba-da-ba,
Heel!
ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba.
We sincerely hope you enjoyed your stay in our luxury cabin. Please gather your belongings and watch your head on exit.
Thanks for the hospitality.
No time to lounge, my boy! Lucky for you, the parade is halted. Another case of a mysterious missing bridge, I imagine. Watch your step. We wouldn't want any tears in that illustrious cape.
How dare
Bon
he?
voyage, Buttercup! Don't forget about us working folk, especially when your pockets are full of riches.
Hey! Get back here, you dirty thief!
You'll find that coin later. You won't need it.
Back away, back away. This area is unsafe for commoners.
Hello. Apologies, I'm late. I should be on the list. First name Graham, last name...
The list, unfortunately, is inside the theater, which is across that bridge, which is inexplicably missing.
We've ordered a temporary fix, but we're still sorting out the work order.
Well, with all the recent budget issues, I remain skeptical about the repairs.
Well, can't those knights check the list?
Do you mean Kyle and Larry? They're off duty. Don't ask.
You needn't worry. These knight hopefuls will figure out a solution soon, and then we can carry on with the auditions.
Well, but I am a hopeful knight. If you just step aside, I'm confident that I could find a way across.
Daventry Decree 6645 states that a royal guard, once commanded, must never, under no circumstances, abandon his post while on duty.
Well, technically, Addendum 237A allows us to leave if someone is in distress and in need of assistance, of a life or death nature.
I stand corrected, and we wouldn't want a repeat of the Rubenstern fiasco. A tardy auditionee, however, hardly counts for distress. Sorry, but we can't leave our post. King's orders. Stay back. Very important protection duties in process.
If I can find it, Jesus. Oh God, we're stuck. Just okay, I guess I can't grab it.
Come at me, bees!
Seems like a waste of money. And then you chop down the tree full of angry bees?
Enough, Gwendolyn.
First, you gotta
Stay off those rocks.
drown yourself.
It's dangerous. Distress!
Abandon post!
Learn how to swim, boy.
Thanks for saving me.
You're welcome, lad.
He was talking to me.
I believe he was talking.
This tired argument is getting on my nerves.
No need to argue about the fact that I am...
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear. Not good.
And then you chop down the tree full of angry bees?
Enough, Gwendolyn.
Distracted. Now we can go get the string. It's over here. Okay, I thought it wasn't. Not that.
Another horn and another missing piece.
Alfie. That's not the correct way to hold a bow. Actually, I have to. This.
Over here, buddy.
So then, there's two more guys. Oh, yay, finally, I did it.
Pardon me!
No! You thought wrong.
All right!
Damn. Chop this wood.
I left the hatchet lodged in the tree because I would not need it anymore.
Are you sure?
Quite sure. Everyone always asks about that hatchet. It gets a tad annoying.
Huh?
Hang on a sec. Graham, right?
Yes. How did you know my name?
Oh, you'd be surprised at the information people give out when they're too busy thinking about their own agenda. I also observed that without you, no one could have made it across. Well done, Graham.
Thanks, I guess.
They'll never acknowledge it, you know. Those who use their minds over their biceps are never woven into the tapestries of time. I can tell you're like me, a creative thinker, an intellectual. To win this competition, you'll need to prove that your talents are more powerful than their strength, agility, and speed. You'll also need a friend.
I could really use a friend.
They call me Manny. Pleased to meet you.
So, friend,
What's your favorite color? Do you like popcorn-flavored jelly beans? Because I do. What's your availability for sleepovers? Are we in a secret club?
Green. I prefer pizza-flavored. I'm free on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and I would say more of a secret alliance.
Alliance?
This competition will not be easy, and Daventry needs men like us. If we put our heads together, we might have a shot.
What's the plan?
If you win, put a good word in for me with the king. And if I win, I'll do the same. Soon, we'll both be moving up the ranks in the castle together. We should head inside the theater, though. Let me know how I can help.
Graham, to the front of the stage, please. Now that we have recovered our list, it is my duty to inform you that you are officially signed in. Yay. And I do want to apologize. I am very, very terribly sorry, but we've run out of commemorative tote bags.
That's not a problem. I have no use for tote bags. My mother designed my cape with lots of pockets. Is the next event about to start?
Not so fast, Pocket Boy. The tournament bylaws explicitly state that each contestant must complete every event before continuing on in the competition. Since you were late, you missed the test of chivalry and the welcoming parade. Both designed as light-hearted warm-ups and getting-to-know-you type exercises. You know, an icebreaker before we start in on the usual death, destruction, and duels of a cutthroat nature.
Don't forget about Amendment 70, Article 4.
I was getting to that, thank you. In the spirit of equal opportunity, the new rules state that you can schedule a make-up chivalry test if and only if the circumstances for your absence were extenuating. So, I will ask, what were your extenuating circumstances that made you late for the tournament?
Well, I never heard the date was switched.
I'll just pencil in hard of hearing. Now, go on, mingle with the other contestants. Find out as much as you can about them, and when you're ready for the chivalry test, come and see me.
Oh, hey, Graham. We were just sharing some tips about the tournament. Let me know if you want the rundown about any of our competitors.
What can you tell me about Sir Vert of Arrows?
That's funny, but you're not going to pass your chivalry test if you don't know anyone's name. Get to know thine enemies, Graham. Then we can chat strategy. Exposing their weaknesses will be the only way to win.
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye.
Hello. My name's Graham. Nice to meet you.
Achaka.
Want to partner up? Show Daventry the power of dueling archers? What do you say?
Achaka.
Yeah, you're right. You'd probably just slow me down. So, what type of arrows do you fly with?
Achaka.
Nice, nice. I prefer the hand-whittled sapling arrows myself. So, where do you hail from?
Achaka.
I see. Sounds exotic. Good chat. I'm gonna get back to the chivalry test.
Nearly unearthed the treasure that was within. I could feel the riches with the egg.
Hey there, I'm Graham.
Charmed, I'm sure.
And your name?
What?
Well, I didn't catch your name.
What? Is this true? Surely you jest, Greg. What rock did you crawl out from? How do you not recognize this well-proportioned face?
Well, it's not Greg, it's Graham. And, of course, I know who you are. You're... going to have to wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
I'll be waiting right here, Garrett.
You see this one, little fella one?
Hey, thanks for knocking that log over out there. Really. It gave me the opportunity to go on a lovely cruise.
Those nights were annoying me, and I wanted some alone time. Leave me be, little fly. You don't want to wake the bull.
Look, I don't want to be in this conversation any more than you do, but I missed the chivalry test, and I need to make it up. The faster we get this over with, the faster I can leave you alone.
Well, make it quick. Then buzz off.
I'm Graham.
No last names. I don't even want your first name.
And your name?
I'm known throughout the land as Circumference, but I am currently in the process of rebranding myself, starting with my name. You should call me Acorn.
What was that you were hiding in your paws?
Well, none of your business, feather boy.
I'll leave you be.
Go away.
I could feel the riches with the edges of my fingertips.
Yes, Graham? You want some dirt on someone?
What can you tell me about Acorn?
I can tell you not to mess with those bullhorns in any strength competition. I shouldn't be telling you this, but I heard a rumor that the man keeps a pet squirrel under his belly. What kind of a weirdo does that? Imagine what else he's hiding under there. Neither of us is going to be able to match his strength. If we're going to oust him, we'll need to work together and expose his secrets.
What can you tell me about Achaka?
I'm studying his every move. He should make any opponent quiver. Ugh, you got me doing it now. He's fast, strong, and vicious with his bow. I'm trying to convince him to join our alliance, but the translation isn't quite working.
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye!
Really unearthed the treasure that...
Here he comes. What do you want? You again?
Does your squirrel friend have a name?
I wish Whisper would keep his big mouth shut. Her name is Princess Madeline of Avalon. She's a proper lady.
What else is hidden in that belly?
The bones of a feather boy if you don't leave me alone.
I think you're hiding something else in there, but I'm not sure I want to find out. I'll leave you be.
Scram! Can't you see I want to be left alone?
I'll leave you be.
Shoo!
Ivory monster. Yes. Have you remembered my name?
Whisper.
Correct. Well, Whisper's full name is Sir Walter Harris Ignatius Sally Percival Eduardo Ramon Jr. the Third, hailing from Modesto. But I'm sure a fan like you knew that. Would you like an autograph?
I don't seem to have any portraits on me.
Well, if you find one, I'll sign it, free of charge. Whisper loves his fans. Whisper loves the knighthood. Whisper loves thwarting evil. But most of all, Whisper loves Whisper.
As do we all. I should be getting back to my chivalry test now.
Don't go! Whisper can do it!
That's a nice thought, but I'm pretty sure those guards would never confuse you for me. I mean, your armor is pretty recognizable.
Whisper's armor is shiny because Whisper loves his own reflection.
Yeah, I get it. Good day, Whisper.
Yes, Graham? You want some...
What can you tell me about Whisper?
Whisper? Huh, his feet might fly by without a sound, but his mouth never will. A shining star in his hometown, he hopes to rebuild his fan base in Daventry. I've heard he'll do anything for the spotlight and can never be outshined. People that arrogant are usually primed for a fall. Don't you think so?
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye. Yes, Graham? You want some dirt on someone?
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye!
Are you ready for the chivalry test?
Let's do it.
Question 1. Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple languages?
Whisper.
All right. Next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
Achaka.
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest contestant in the competition?
Sir Walter Harris Ignatius Sally Percival Eduardo Ramon Jr. III of Modesto. I'm sure of it.
I see. Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest competitor?
Princess Madeline of Avalon. She sounds quite charming.
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got 3 answers correct. Why don't you go and mingle? Gather some more fun facts about your fellow competitors. Return to me when you're ready to take the test again. Are you ready for the chivalry test?
Let's do it.
Question 1. Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple languages?
Whisper.
All right. Next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
Achaka.
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest contestant in the competition?
Achaka.
I see. Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest competitor?
Probably his amazing, trusty bow. How did I do?
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got 1 answer correct. Why don't you go and mingle? Gather some more fun facts about your fellow competitors. Return to me when you're ready to take the test again. Are you ready for the chivalry test?
Let's do it.
Question 1. Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple languages?
Manny. We're friends, you know. We have kind of an alliance. Next question.
All right. Next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
Achaka.
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest contestant in the competition?
Sir Walter Harris Ignatius Sally Percival Eduardo Ramon Jr. III of Modesto. I'm sure of it.
I see. Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest competitor?
Princess Madeline of Avalon. She sounds quite charming.
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got all the answers correct. Great job, Pockets. Now, we shouldn't keep your new friends waiting, should we? Let's start the show.
Welcome, everybody. You are all here to win a knight position on King Edward's court. But that's not all. As you all know, tragically, the king has no heirs. So, this position could very well lead to the crown of Daventry itself. Now, let's officially commence the competition part of the tournament. I do hope you've all made friends, because it's about to get nasty. The time has come to collect your entrance tickets. Each knight hopeful will need to bring back to the theatre, dum-dum-dum-dum, 1 eye of a hideous beast. And, due to Proclamation 1748.2, it will actually need to be a hideous beast. Not like last year. No adorably cute, fuzzy or tiny creature eyes will be accepted. Thank you.
Nothing to see here.
There are many hideous eyes to find in Daventry. We urge you to take this opportunity to show us your skills. We want to know what's in your heart, how you think, and how you react in the face of danger. You might not believe all that can be interpreted from one eye, but we will still judge you all the same. Now, everyone, go forth and claim thine eyes.
Whisper!
Ooh.
Whisper can do it!
Watch your step, kid.
Oh, thanks.
I know it ain't fancy, but it'll have to work for now. Amaya Blackstone, nice to meet you.
Graham, the pleasure's mine. It's nice to see all these bridges are getting fixed.
All these bridges? No, kid. This contract is over. Daventry can't afford me anymore. They can't even afford oil for the crumbler over there. My own invention, of course.
Oh, what does a crumbler do?
It lifts, it chops, it crumbles. Most importantly, it brings in the monies, which are desperately needed. Been kind of rough around here lately.
It seems that way. Daventry's been an interesting experience so far. Different from what I read in my travel books. Honestly, I'm starting to wonder if it's for me.
Don't worry, kid. It's not you. This kingdom's been going downhill ever since the Queen died. And now, with the bridges out, no one can get into Daventry. It's really quiet. I hate the silence. I'm a woman of action, if you couldn't tell. Quiet towns don't pay the bills.
I can see that.
Well, I should get going. Perhaps someone's wandered into my shop. If you make it there, come say hi. I'm on the left.
So, how did you find an eye?
It was a hideous beast lurking inside. Ouch! Rude! Shame. These could have been carved into really nice jack-o'-lanterns.
I have to get these all picked before I can go home. Leave me be so I can finish my work. I'm almost done here.
How precious. The badger wanted to make friends with the squirrels. I walked into town with my last coin. Whatever path I chose to pursue for my eye would need to be cheap.
Hey, Graham. If you like sharp things, you've come to the right place. We have over 23. Oh, forgive me. Last night was a little rough. I woke up on the floor, my bed nowhere to be found. Can you believe that? What type of yahoo steals a bed while you're sleeping in it? And the most curious part, nothing else is missing. Anyway, take a look around. Let me know if something piques your interest. Ready for action?
So, I've been meaning to ask. What is that amazing blade for? Is it for battling vicious werebears? How many ice orcs has it slain? Does it deal justice? Is it road legal? Is it made of fear?
Oh, that? No, that's for gardening. I use it to trim my hedges. Seeing as my place is all tended to, and my petunias are most lovely, I'm willing to part with it for the price of one shiny gold coin. I'm sure you've got a prickly situation that needs attending.
Bye.
Hey, kid, can you do me a favor?
I can try.
Can you help me keep that back door closed? I run the local Wetzel Wolf Watch program here in town. There's patches getting made. If you keep that door closed, you can be an official member. Think it over. Patches!
Hello there, and good afternoon. Forgive the shop from lacking our usual favorites. With all the bridges out and my supplier missing, I can't keep all my delicious treats stocked. But have a look around. I'm here to answer any questions. How can I help?
Got any free samples?
Oh, today only. I'm letting people sample our new walnut strudel. However, I ran out of It's really nasty on its own, but it really brings out the nutty flavor of the strudel. It usually grows under big, heavy rocks. If you can find me some, you can have all the free samples you want.
What's today's special?
Oh, well, today I am baking up quite the treat. Grandma's star shroom pie. A delicacy big enough to feed an army. Or someone with the appetite of an army. I've eaten it in one sitting before. Well, don't judge. No one would trust a skinny baker, now would they? Unfortunately, my ingredients haven't been delivered, and I can't complete the recipe. Until those bridges get fixed, people will just have to settle for the love in my goat hoof pie instead. Tell you what. If you can find me some starberries and sugar shrooms, you can have this monster pie for the discounted price of 1 gold coin.
Good day.
Bye pie. I'm going to have to tell Kyle and Larry I am here to serve.
So, where can I find the ingredients for that giant pie?
I'll also need 1 gold coin. But which ingredient?
The starberries.
They are yellow and tend to grow high on trees in sunny areas.
The sugar shrooms.
They are pink and only grow in cold, dark areas.
Never mind. Good day.
Have a sweet day. Oh, butter, butter, butter. It's the spice of life.
You aren't the delivery boy, are you? That merchant is usually so prompt with our rare, miraculous, and oftentimes delicious ingredients.
Oh, hush feathers, Chester. This boy's no courier. He desires a position in King Edward's court. He appears to be a compassionate gentleman, but he is clearly out of his comfort zone. He is one who needs to think more with his brain and less with his heart if he is going to defeat the contenders in this year's night tournament.
Zounds! Did you just read my fortune?
No, we're just very old and very judgmental people.
It's true we're judges. This is my judging face.
Ariel and I don't read fortunes anymore.
Yep. There was no future in it.
Oh, we couldn't tell fortunes even if we wanted to. Someone purchased our fortune table when we were watching the parade.
Bless their heart! Whoever left us that money is bound to have good fortune.
Wish we had more thoughtfulness like that in Daventry.
Take a look around, boy. Let us know if you like anything you see. The only thing we can sell you for 1 gold coin is that blue-flamed lantern. It's broken, though, and needs something to house it. He reminds me of our son.
I always miss him this time of year.
He dreamed of becoming a knight, too. I wish he would visit more.
Or at least write. He was quite handy around the shop, though. Especially with potions.
He'll return.
Something mysterious and magical was brewing in that pot.
Speak up, boy.
So, I've just gotta know, what is brewing in that cauldron? Is it a transfiguration elixir? Is it an invincibility potion? If I drink it, will I understand the language of creatures? Will I sprout the wings of an eagle? Or a fly?
Oh, this? Teeth whitening potion.
Oh, it's gonna change everything.
Watch this. Behold the power of whitening.
Oh, well. Oh, well, we're still working out the kinks. While we're still in the prototype phase, feel free to dip whatever you want in there free of charge.
Fare thee well.
May your shoes point you towards adventure and click whenever danger is near.
Wish that teeth whitening potion would have worked. I'd never brush my teeth again.
I'm not sure that's how it works, sweetheart.
I know.
Nice idea, Gwendolyn.
Pick, pick, pickety pick.
told you it's not polite to go stomping around on people's backs? Give me one good reason not to gobble you up right now.
Because, like yourself, I too am a bridge troll. See?
You're pretty ugly for a troll. A long nose and a bushy tail like that? Are you sure you're not a bridge bandicoot?
Yep, no bandicoots here. Just a hairy, hideous bridge troll.
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't believe you. It's just that I've been crossed so many times. One more time, and I might emotionally collapse. Would you be so kind to accept my apology and join me in the secret dance of the Bridge Troll Guild?
Oh, yes, of course, the troll dance. I, only know the traditional Ludor version, so you should start.
Very well, Tiny Bandicoot. You're no bridge troll, so I ask you again. Give me one good reason not to gobble you up right now.
You'd better let me go. I've slain many monsters in my day.
Oh, how annoying for them. Anyone I know?
Well, too many to count, really. Have you heard of the Ravenous Yeti of Serenia? The Skulking Crystal Dragon of Eldritch? All slain by me, single-handedly.
Oh, you mean Bill and Susan? We had tea together last week. Now are you sure you wish to threaten me?
Yes, give me your eye. Or else.
Are you really sure?
I bet you weren't expecting this.
Your sting is pretty weak. Are you sure you're not a honeybee?
I am most certainly not a honeybee.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what a honeybee would say. Lucky for you, Ulfie hates the taste of bees. Stingers hurt Ulfie's throat. Now, what do you want from me, honeybee?
Can you share with me why all the bridges seem to be missing in Daventry?
Well, little honeybee, until further notice, the Bridge Troll Guild is officially on strike. For too long have we, the Bridges, have been stomped on by sharp-pointed shoes of the puny guards. And do they care that my back breaks out in an itchy rash from all that marching? Of course not. As Pilar says, for shame, Daventry. We're not going back to work until the kingdom can take better care of their roads. I should be at the meeting, but Ulfie always shows up fashionably late. Right when the croissants are served.
You wouldn't happen to know where I can find an Eye of a Beast, would you?
Is it time for the tournament already? I thought that was on Tuesday. Oh, bother, my memory's failing again. Ulfie's been suffering from sleep deprivation. A very rude monster has been snarling in the bushes behind my back.
Is this monster you speak of hideous, perchance?
Snarling Snarlax is legendarily hideous. Those puny guards of Daventry would surely be impressed by his eye. It is rumored The beast has 2 purple eyes with bright blue, glowing pupils, 6 legs, 3 claws, and 1 tooth. I could let you cross and perhaps even help you with that fire-eyed monster, but since Ulfie didn't eat you, Ulfie needs a pick-me-up. This big tooth is a sweet one. If you bring me something to eat, I'll consider helping you.
Happy trails.
Buzz back quickly, honeybee. Ulfie is starving.
No one should notice one bell missing.
What a peculiar trap. A new kind of horn, but the same result.
Wherever you are hiding, hideous beasts, Whisper will find you.
So there's a
Do squirrels count as hideous?
thing over here.
I was too slow to catch those frogs.
Do it like 3 times.
I tried again, but it was no use. Did I ever tell you about the time I tried to catch a frog? It was riveting.
Grandpa.
That coach tell you that.
After trying for hours to catch those frogs, I was exhausted and thought I was going to croak.
Not funny.
I had to be careful with my cape while sliding around for those frogs. I didn't want to rip it.
I don't know what's worse, dad jokes or grandpa jokes.
Okay then. You do it until that one, and then you got that. So that's the first achievement. Trophy. Both maybe. Depends on what you use.
Pick the far-fun berries and place them in the bar.
Go down this way, you'll find this green bush, which is like something she used to stick on it, but not yet. You go up to the room where there's all the thorns and stuff. The place where all those thorns, where the well was too. So then you just go back to one of the orange shaking bushes on this side. And you should get a trophy called Mistake. Maybe. Once you find a shaking bush, do this,
And that's why you shouldn't.
and then you die. Then you still have steak, which is good. You just go back over. Oh yeah. Just remember something. So I guess we could still go over here. Because in that trap, there's a root. The mushroom kind of thing root. Go under it. And you fall down.
All right,
Sugar shrooms.
Ew, gross.
I have the most secure job in Daventry.
The only thing we can sell you for 1 gold coin is that blue flamed lantern. It's broken, though, and needs something to house it.
Go ahead and dunk it.
Astounding!
Go ahead and dunk it.
Ta-da!
Had the I know. Had the I know how had the had the Will the squirrels remember that?
The squirrels will most certainly remember that.
Pumpkins are not sweet, so Ulfie will not eat.
now. Hope you're hungry.
Good day.
Don't forget to follow your heart. I've never seen purple sugar shrooms before. Hopefully these will still work. Now, if you can find me the starberries, she's all yours for the discounted rate of 1 shiny gold coin. I only accept payment on delivery. Bring me the missing ingredients first, then pay me.
Kind of weird to see no one's talking. It's kind of boring. What? Right. Trying to. What happened next? Oh yeah. Should get these starberries.
Starberries framed a serene view. Shame about that buzzing beehive, though. My love, you're my everything. I might not have enough money for a ring yet, but I just can't wait any longer. Will you be mine forever? I better put this back.
Cool. Just cool. I'm gonna go check out if we have the fruit picker yet.
Aaron, you have to go cook hamburgers.
No, I don't.
You do.
James. Okay. A chaka. Shut your face. Shut your face hole. Please not be picking. Knew it. Ha, I'm a boss. I'm a boss ass bitch, 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 bitch. I'm a boss ass bitch, 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 bitch. I'm a boss ass bitch, 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 bitch. I'm a boss. Okay. Don't do that. You might cut yourself. Just. Oops. Ooh.
Go ahead and dunk it.
Astounding.
There's a trophy that's called Fresh Pick.
Great for dipping.
Go ahead
And it's really
dunk
weird.
Ta-da!
Purple. Well, yeah, ta-da. Here you go, boy.
Had the bell.
Now, give us one shiny gold coin and the beautiful blue flame lantern will be all yours.
Okay, I think I might hold up on that. I forgot how I'm gonna get the other gold coin. Shouldn't have wasted that money. Ba, 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 ba. That way. Boop. No. Yeah. If you pick the fruit, then you get
I
a
tucked
thing
the
called
berries
fresh
away
pick.
for later, even
It's
though
really
I was
weird.
craving a cliffside snack.
Fresh pick. I'm not even the person who should be getting this stuff, so I should be paid. So then I can buy that pumpkin. Bought the pumpkin, but yet I don't get it for free because I found someone to house it. Stupid. I got that pumpkin. Got strawberries. Got the fresh picker. I'm gonna pick some stuff. Don't know what yet, but I will. And if I go to Ulfi, I'll get the thing. Oh yeah, I'm smart.
How can I help?
Good day.
Have a sweet day. These starberries are perfectly ripe, just squishy enough, and with a faint scent of musky cabbage. Now, if you pass me one shiny gold coin, Grandma's giant star shroom pie is all yours.
Oh wait, we could get a gold coin from somewhere else, so then I could just give him a
So
coin.
you spent your only coin to buy that giant pie.
Yeah.
I did. I knew that delicious smelling pie would somehow get me to the next round of the tournament.
Chaka.
Oh, thanks for the patronage. Share this pie with a friend or two, or three. And good luck in the tournament.
That's weird. It's a big pie. Even though I've seen it before, it's still big. It's like as big as your mom. Anyway. If we got the thing, the little hoe thing from the blacksmith, we could have gotten up to that dragon. But we're still gonna go there anyway. And we're gonna do this quest line, not that one. I don't know what this one goes to yet. So this one is a lot easier, in my opinion. Discount pumpkin. Hi, Wolfie. That's Deerdo.
Thanks for the momentary lapse in conversation. Ulfi was unquestionably hangry. Now that I am refurbished, let us extract that snarling Snarlack's eye.
Yes. Hopefully, we've got a coin on the way.
It's all yours now.
Whisper can do it.
Fret not, honeybee. It is the two-eyed snarling Snarlax after all. London Bridges!
Whisper!
Ulfi has a new plan. First we'll... Then you'll... Then I'll... But first, you'll need this.
Gold coin.
Whenever you need me, just give it a blow.
For those brave souls that are still with us, welcome back. Now, you may have heard some squawking from a few naysayers in our kingdom concerned with the ethics of the tournament. But proclamations and addendums aside, this is the way we have always done it in Daventry, and this is the way we will continue
We will
to
do
it.
episode 2 as well.
Now,
So
Knight Hopefuls,
stick
if
around.
you would be so kind
Okay,
as
spider.
to present your eyes.
Hold still.
Going to have to wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
Bottom, 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 bottom.
Is this hideous enough for you?
Yes, this is, I don't think any addendums cover this. Congratulations, Graham! Welcome to the tournament! That troll is pretty ugly.
Yeah, ugly in a sort of pretty way.
That's not exactly what I meant.
You know, like your cousin Hilda.
Take that and that! Oh. Mr. Springbottom. What? You're surprised I'm competing in the stuffed animal tournament? You know what? I will make some stories of my own. I'll pick up where my last book left off. It was called 31 Ways to Slay a Monster. You're just too adorable to fight, Mr. Springbottom. Let's dance instead. Twirling and best friends and twirling.
Gwendolyn!
I'm sorry, Grandma.
Can't wait till episode 3 comes out. It's
I'll
gonna be a
take
great
care of it,
time.
dear. I came to tell you your grandfather is ready
Very
for
good
you.
time, bye.
Run along, go have some adventures. Just try to have your next adventure away from my glass vases, please.
Now it's time for my favourite part of the tournament, the duels. You will compete against each other in a duel of strength and a duel of speed, with the winners facing off in a championship duel of wits.
The pairings of knights were selected at random, so no complaining. I'm looking at you, Whisper.
Any ties will be settled in sudden death. The winner, of course, will gain the knight position.
The duel of strength will take place at our fantastical and wondrous floating island.
And bring your steed to the tournament theatre for the duel of speed.
Please unveil
We don't
the
have
tournament
him.
board.
I
He's
will
gone.
remain here for any questions.
And good luck to you. Oh, wait. I almost forgot. Has anyone seen that
Archer Knight around.
He probably headed home. He mentioned how hard it was for him to be away from his family.
Whisper saw him headed towards the dark, scary well.
Well, proclamation 463737134673.
I wonder how long it took to say that.
3.1.5 states that any knight who voluntarily leaves a competition needs to sign the release form on the back of his portrait.
Like in the studios, I
We've
wonder
had
how long it
problems in
took.
the past.
Do I have any volunteers
Probably
to
a long
track down
time.
his signature?
Wonderful. Thank you, Pockets. Here's his portrait. If you could get him to sign it, that would be great. And talk to me if you have any further questions.
Let the duels commence.
Let the duels commence. Wait. Oh yeah, there's a trophy right here called Hail King
What's King Edward like?
Edward.
A generous man.
And it's
Without him,
stupid, but
you and I would not be
yeah,
sitting
you get
here.
a achievement.
He trusted me
Slash
with his
trophy.
final request,
I already did it,
knowing
so,
that no
yeah.
adventure was too daunting for the feather in my cap.
I still can't believe you ever weren't king.
I love this game. I love the music. I love everything. I love it. I love it. I don't care. I love it. We're back.
An overgrown patch of spiniferous thornweeds obstructed a path to the water well.
The well with the ginormous dragon in it?
Perhaps.
You poked?
I did not poke that.